How's it going, my G's? Hope you guys are doing well. And just wanted to offer a little bit of advice today on dealing with the social media side of things when it comes to being a producer, being an artist. So I'm going to look at it from a few perspectives. But I think we should all agree that it's important to get a good relationship with social media. And, yeah, I'm talking specifically, Instagram, TikTok, that kind of thing that people use a lot. Because if you want to really get your music out there and people to hear it, often you're going to have to promote it some way or another on platforms that people use the most. So even if you're not super confident with it, it's something that can be learned. It's like training a muscle. You can become more confident at posting and things like that. So one of the students in my Discord recently wrote something about you didn't want to post all the time because you felt like it might annoy people. I think that I personally, I'm on a schedule at the moment which changes a lot, but at the moment I'm sort of posting about once a day or so on Instagram. Music content and things like that. I've never has one person ever said, that I'm not annoying them or I'm posting them too much. I'm posting too much. Maybe they maybe they think that and just don't tell me. But anyway, the chances are that you're probably not even showing up on anyone's feed, or like probably no one's seeing your posts anyway. Because the thing is, the market is just so saturated, like it's ridiculous. So you're gonna have to post all the time to maybe show up somewhere. So you don't worry that you're not going to annoy people by posting a lot. Either they'll see it, or most likely they probably won't see it anyway. So don't worry about it, just go for it. You're really not going to annoy anyone. And the algorithms kind of work, so it just shows people what they want to see. So the chances are, if they don't want to see it, they won't even see it anyway. So you won't be able to annoy them. So just go for it, in my opinion. There's three, I think people use, let's talk about Instagram specifically. Can use it in like three ways, and the first way is really bad and the other two ways are good. Okay, so I only really use it one of the three ways, but the three main ways are: number one, sort of mindlessly scrolling and watching other people's lives for no reason. Number two, following people who inspire you specifically to act you act after the inspiration that someone's given you, whether it's educational or motivational kind of content. And thirdly is for your own posting and your own self-promotion. Now for me, I only really do the third one. I only really use social media to post myself. I might do a tiny bit of market research from time to time for like 10 minutes or so, but I rarely ever catch myself sort of mindlessly scrolling, because what happens when you do that is you'll lose loads of your energy watching some other people, and you could be using that time and energy to do your own stuff, to make your own music, make your own content, or like lots of different things that you could do with that time. So it can be a bit of a trap to fall into, but I'd suggest that you catch yourself when you're doing it and just try and snap out of it. And yeah, might not be easy to do because a lot of people are kind of addicted to scrolling and watching and things like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, like you got to live your own life, and you don't want to sit there for ages watching someone else live their life. And yeah, the other thing about social media, I think why a lot of people have to take a break. For me, I don't take breaks from it because I've got quite a good relationship with it, and I just use it, as I say, like a promotional tool. But the reason why people sometimes have to take breaks is because they feel like their emotions are affected by it. And you have to remember that everything you see is through a lens, and everything hypes up and exaggerates what's hot now or what's good now. And you've got to remember that a lot of people that you might see that are like really successful, they might have been working for years and years behind the scenes to get to that point. And while they were doing that, they probably weren't watching other people that were already successful. So you got to differentiate between you know, the image of success that you might see, and your own like position. You got to sort of detach yourself emotionally from that. And if you're not able to, and it's still affecting you, and you're kind of getting triggered or things like that, then it might be worth taking a break just to like focus on yourself and work on yourself. But you should get to a point where it doesn't trigger you or affect you. Like for me, when I see other people achieving things or doing really well that I like, I just really feel happy for them, like genuinely. I don't feel any like envy. Like if I see someone succeeding, I genuinely feel good inside, because like people I follow, I'm sorry if it gets windy, people I follow, for example, are like my friends or people that I admire or like. So when they like level up or they achieve something and they post about it, like I feel like I'm living it with them, you know. I feel like happy for them. So if you're not feeling that way when someone else is like achieving things or succeeding, and you're feeling like envious, then you probably need to check yourself and think why that is, because that's not really ideal, you know. That's not a good way to live life, to feel envious of others. You should be happy for other people's success, because yeah, like you can achieve all the success and things that you want as well if you work hard enough. You just need to stop mindlessly scrolling and get on with your work. So yeah, my advice for anyone who is like maybe struggling with it is learn to build a better relationship with it, because you're going to have to use it. So take some time off if you need, if it's like affecting your mental health. But it probably is affecting your mental health because you want to be in a similar situation to someone that you're seeing but you're not, and it's making you feel like bad inside. But then the thing I would suggest is to stop spending your time looking at other people's lives, and just spend that time on improving your own. And then you will get to a point where that won't affect you anymore, because you're already living your life and making things happen yourself. So yeah, I hope that's a little hope it helps someone. If it helps one person, then I've done my job today. So yeah, lovely day here in Berlin, in the park. Managed to find somewhere where there's not loads of people, and yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day or evening or wherever you are in the world. And yeah, I do one-on-one mentorship as well if you want help with your music production, or you want some advice on self-promotion, more like in-depth tips and strategies that you can use for your content and ways to promote your music so that you can get it in front of more people, then you can hit me up for one-on-one and we can talk about that. Peace out, my guys. Have a great rest of your day.